Welcome back, my little people. I'm so happy to have you back, and this is going to be a very, very interesting term. This term, we're going to be focusing on energy and sound, particularly energy. Let's see what we are going to be talking about. This term, we are going to be dealing a lot with energy, different types of energy, and also how this energy is transferred, how it flows. We are going to begin with energy for life. Now, what do you need to know for this lesson? You need to know what is energy, you need to know how it is transferred, and you need to know how it flows. Now, I have a question for you. What gives your body energy? Try and think about what gives your body energy. And what do you normally do when you are full of energy? I know as parents, we rather have you full of energy in the morning than in the afternoons. There is a reason for that. I want you to think about what you do when you are full of energy. Before we go any further, I want to explain some of the words that we are going to come across, new vocabulary. Let us look at the first word, that being source, something that we get energy from, the original place of energy, something that we get energy from. And I want us to look at the word energy. Energy makes things happen, move, or change. That is what energy is. It's something that makes things happen, move, or change. And then we have nutrients. What are nutrients? Nutrients are substances in food that living things need to live, to grow, and to stay healthy. Now I want us to look at the things that energy does. It makes things happen. That is number one. Think of a hair dryer. I'm sure we've all seen a hair dryer in our lives. It is plugged on and suddenly air comes out of it. So it makes things happen. And I want you to think about how it moves or changes things. Think about a moving car. Where does it get its energy from? Think about a light bulb. Where does it get its energy from? Now, I want you to think about living things. How do they grow and breathe? Where do they get their energy from? Today, this is going to be our focus. Also, how living things move and feed. You remember we did living things in the first term, and I hope you remember all the properties or processes of living things. I want us to look at where human beings or humans get their energy from. We get our energy from the food that we eat. The food that we eat. Now, as humans, we use muscles to do everything. Even when you talk, when you walk, when you run, when you're sleeping, we use our muscles. Now, the food that we eat contains nutrients, and those nutrients are transferred to our human bodies as energy. Now, the food that we eat comes from plants and from animals, farm animals. Well, I cannot say the same about Asian countries. We all know what sorts of other food they eat. Now, from plants and animals, we get our food. And the food is transferred to our human bodies as nutrients, and it is stored in our muscles so that we can use the energy. Remember earlier I spoke about the source. So, the source of energy as human beings for us is food. Do you understand, grade 4s? So our source of energy is food. So please eat your vegetables because you need them for the energy. Now pause the screen on this slide to look and follow all the instructions. For decorating your term 3, you can choose from either energy or sound. If you don't like them, go with what you like. Bye bye, grade 4s.